Here we go, the start list now for the women's 100 metres from the inside. Jessica Perez, our lone Northern Territory athlete. Lucy Sheep from New Zealand. Melissa Breen, ACT. Margaret Gain, South Australia. Abby Tadeo, New South Wales. Toya Whistle, Queensland. Jacinta Beecher, Queensland. And Brittany Burkett, Victoria.
Looking forward to this one. As we said, this is the race that's been building all season. They've had a couple of runs against each other so far. They're fairly even in their heads-to-heads. So this is really going to be... It's going to make it easier for us. They're both in the same kit.
Yeah, not the lane next to each other is, so I don't know if that'll help or hinder. I think it might help Breen a little bit more.
I think so too. So sometimes when Toya gets such a good start out of the blocks, it can knock you around a bit. And I think having the two-athlete gap in there is going to be a little bit of an advantage for Breen in her own race plan.
Yeah, it gets her focus on just worrying about running and not racing.
Yep.
In a 100 metres, you've got to do your own thing. You've got to run. You're in the lane. You can't do anything to anyone else outside that lane. A 1,500 metres, it's more of a race. You're in here, you're out there, you're right next to the athletes, but it's just a run. You've got to do what you can.
Yep. And the fact that Toya's got on her inside there, Abby Tadeo. So Abby's going to get a great start just like Toya. So Mel, when she comes out the box, it's not like she's going to see Toya jump out. She's going to have Abby there as well. So I think that's also a little, if we're talking about little advantages, maybe that's a little bit for Mel to help her out here. So, but honestly, this is going to be a race for sure. Obviously, you can't see it currently on the screen, but that crowd is building on the back straight. Everyone's over there. Everyone's wanting to see the finish of this 100-metre event.
Why not the national title running down the back straight? It's going to be very, very exciting. Now, obviously, if you're familiar with athletics in Australia, Toya Whistle represents Papua New Guinea.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a rule. If you do spend a minimum of 2 years with a club in a state, you are eligible, as it's not the Australian Citizenship Championships.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Australian Championships by representing a club.
Yep.
And being in part of a club, if she wins, she will be our national champion. You might see there's a New Zealander in there, just coming over as an invitational athlete. So if she wins, she will get a gold, but the first Australian will get a gold as well.
I don't know, Lynchy. Is that the case?
The New Zealander?
Oh, the New Zealander?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were still talking about Toya.
No.
Sorry, I apologise.
You got earphones on, you probably couldn't hear me.
I apologise. Yes, so if the New Zealander does take it out, the next Australian, or the first Australian, will get the gold also.
Correct. Clear that up. It's been a long, long week. Ooh, fast start there. It's definitely not going to be Lucy Sheet. She wasn't moving in her blocks. I can't see any worried faces there. They all seem pretty relaxed. Maybe not trying to sell the guilt.
Yeah, this is interesting. And this is, again, no matter what race it is, we never want to see an athlete disqualified. So let's hope we see the green card as we did in that 800 metres. But it's always interesting when it happens in these 100 metres, because sometimes you get these athletes a little unsteady in the blocks.
A bit hard to tell from that one.
Yeah, we definitely couldn't tell on that. And obviously we don't have the sensors on the pads, so this is down to the visual eye of the officials. But as we see there, the green card. So all clear on this one. Very happy about that. No athletes will be taken out of this 100-metre final for the women. All starters will front up and get into the blocks. But it does make for some tense and unsteady athletes in these blocks for this second go at it.
Bit going on here. Triple jump getting some claps on the front straight, while the 100-metre final happening down on the back. And they're off and racing. It's very quick start there from Tadeo and Whistle. Breen up into her running and Gain in the centre of the field. But it's Toya Whistle. She is tearing away from the field. Toya Whistle's going to take it out, win the race. Breen in second. 11.44, win plus 0.3. Margaret Gain finishing in third place. But Toya Whistle is your Australian champion.
She is. See, an amazing start. As you can't see on this angle, but from where we are, we're pretty much in line where they started. Toya Whistle's start was incredible. 10, 20 metres out, she probably already had a metre and a half on the rest of the field, and she's just powered away from it there. It's hard to come back when an athlete gets that sort of start, and that's what we're talking about in the men's 100. If Trey can get away like that, it does make it difficult to chase them down because it puts the pressure on you. You're starting to panic at that point. You're like, I'm behind, and you realise that, and it is hard. It takes a classy athlete to have a massive, wise head on their shoulders in order to be able to relax and say, let's stick to my game plan, keep the form, keep the technique, and work on through. I'll peg them back. But, wow.
And good to see Margaret Gain getting back up there into those medal positions.
Exactly. It's been a while, so...
It looks like Tams is down there with your first and second place, Toya Whistle and Mel Breen.
Well, it's a strange situation because obviously Australian representative and a Papua New Guinean representative, but you take the Australian title still. Happy with the way that played out?
You know, Melissa, one of the greatest. You know, we qualified for the Rio Olympics and we bought, and this is pretty good and well done. Congrats to you. And I'm happy to win the title today.
Great effort, Toya. Well done. Go and enjoy the celebrations. Mel, you've come at this season a different way. Your goal will still be London World Championships.
My goal is just running fast. And, you know, hats off to Toya. She's had an awesome season. And she's been, you know, taking me down each time. So hats off to her. But I'm still super proud to be the fastest Australian. And, yes, I know it's not the gold medal, but I'm wrapped. And it's all I've ever dreamed about as a kid. And I'm living my dream. And some days are good and some days are bad. But we move on and we train and we keep building something better. And that's what I've got to keep believing.
Okay, so you say that you want to run really fast times. Where to from here? I'm guessing you're going to say Japan.
Yeah, I'm going to hopefully head overseas. I'll do store gifts and up for chasing down some money again. That's, you know, what we do at stores. So, and then I'll head off overseas. And the goal is to break that Australian record again and get as close as I can to a sub-11 second run. And that's all I want to do for the rest of my career. So I'll be chasing that down.
Well, Mel, that's what we like to hear. You're still so young. You're the Australian record holder, the fastest ever Australian female that we've ever seen in this country. So you can take your hats off to that. You didn't cross the line first, but you're the first Australian across the line. Go and celebrate. Well done.
Great. Thanks very much. Thanks for the support, guys. I really do appreciate it. And you guys are doing a fantastic job. So the live stream is just mint. So to Ben and Lynchy and Tabs, and you guys are doing awesome. My mum and dad didn't come yesterday, but they said how awesome you guys are doing. And the entire Australian population that loves track and field loves what you guys are doing. So everybody's so appreciative. So hats off to you. You guys have done awesome.
And this is why I love Mel Breen.
You're doing great, boys.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we love Mel Breen too.
We are doing great.
Are all good when people shower us with compliments. So if anyone wants to give us a compliment, get on the social media, hashtag Summer of Ass. Either do it on Twitter or get on the live stream comment section, Summer of Ass, and say how much you enjoy listening to Matt Lynch and Ben Alfranes on the live stream.
We'll take gifts as well.
We do take gifts. We take PayPal, whatever you want to do.
I can give bank details out if they like.
But anyway,